Morning, Sandra. How are you?
I'm fine, thank
Yeah, you're
you.
good. Okay, welcome. And can you just introduce yourself and talk a little bit about who you are, where you've come from, what you've done?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to people. My name is Sandra, and I live in Middleton. And yes, I think that's just about me. I volunteer for an organization, a charity organization in Rochdale, and it's my pleasure to be here.
Fantastic, Sandra. And what's the name of your organization that you're involved in?
Okay, I volunteer for an organization called Caring and Sharing Rochdale,
Mhm.
and it's a charity organization that will look after, the well-being of families, women, men, young people. We mentor young people, and we believe that we should have a kind of, we try to make a positive impact in our community. So that's what the organization is all about, breaking barriers, so especially cultural barriers.
Mhm.
So that's what we try to do in the organization.
Fantastic. And what does it involve, being a cancer champion? What does it mean for you?
Well, I think so far, because I've attended the training, so I think when you have the training, that gives you the confidence to be able to have a conversation with people. It's not, you don't need to be a nurse or a doctor, to be a kind of an expert in that line. The little you can share it, passionately. I think that's the word. You need to be passionate about it. So you'll be able to, in every conversation, everyday conversation you have with people, you can just chip it in, creating that kind of awareness. So I think for me, that's what it's all about. You'll be able to kind of having a kind of a, an informative conversation with people about, creating this awareness. So that's what I think it's all about.
What is it? What are the? What you talk about community. What communities are we talking about here? Who are we talking about here in terms of communities?
When I talk about community, I talk about the Black community, because I know in my community, cancer is such a word that we try to avoid,
Mhm.
because we see it as a taboo. People believe that it's when you are cursed that you have cancer. So when you talk about cancer, people see death. So we try to shy away from that, that word cancer. So I'm talking about the Black community. There's still much need to be done in that community.
Okay, and it's such a negative way of approaching it. It
Yeah.
has, as you described, Sandra, the advances made in terms of treatment, in terms of care, in terms of support. There's been phenomenal advances made. It's not what it was like 40 odd years ago. And in terms of, this month is going to be, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Um, and what are the kind of the core messages around cancer, breast cancer awareness? What are the things we should be sharing with our listeners and our viewers?
I think what we should be sharing with our listeners, especially people from my community, I will talk more about my
Please.
community. I think what we should be sharing about that it's uh, that people need to go for the screening. It's so much important, and if it's detected earlier, there is possibility of saving life. So if you feel anything in your body, if you feel something strange in your body, because a person knows your body, you know your body more than somebody else. If you feel strange in your body, if you think something is not normal or right in your body, all I would say is go for a checkup. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. All you need to go to your GP, book an appointment, have this screening done. That can save life. Yeah.
Sandra, what are the kind of the core? What would you like the listeners to go away with in terms of messages?
My message to the people in my community is that please and please, your life is precious. Your life is precious to your family, it's precious to the community. We don't want to lose younger people anymore from, in terms of people dying of breast cancer, colon cancer for the men. We don't want any young person dying ignorantly. So please, I will advise you, go for a checkup. Go for this screening. It's so important. Early detection saves life. That's my own message. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. Thanks so much for being part of this program this morning and taking part. Thank you.
Thank you.